Hello guys, and I'm here with a Napoleon Total War multiplayer replay, and I just decided to record this because I have one of my friends from Steam on here, and I just kind of wanted to put some Napoleon Total War back on my channel. It's been a while. This is in vanilla Napoleon Total War. You can tell by the unit sizes. But yeah, I can see the frame rate lag. Yeah, the rain. It kind of dropped the FPS by 5 while I'm recording. It would have been at around 18. But I'm fine with that, so I'm just gonna fast forward it for a bit. There's the friend over there playing as France. I guess we'll go over the units. As I believe I have 4 units of light foot. And then I think pretty much the entire rest of the army is based on maybe 2 fencibles, and the rest of it is foot, including the general staff. Not much variety in my army. And then we go over to my friend who played as France. I'm seeing chasseurs, some young guard, some Swiss foot, and some Fusiliers of line. I'm not going to count that all out, and he just has a normal general staff. And a couple of Grenadiers of line. So, guess we'll go and start playing it, and then we'll probably fast forward a little bit. You see, I'm starting to take this flanking over here on this side. I'm running this game at all ultra settings except anti-aliasing is off because it just drops my frame rate too much. But, yeah. If the settings are too loud, you guys, I will adjust it for the next multiplayer recording. So I just want to basically go over this one. It's been a while. Be honestly, the second multiplayer battle I've had on my channel for Napoleon Total War. The other one was of me and Quinlan, but he's no longer with the USMC. Long story. I'm not going to tell you guys. Very weird story. So the battle doesn't start for a while. He's going to start occupying all these buildings. And you'll see I'm going around this flank here too. I'll be putting a couple of units here. And I'll be going around. Go up on this flank and right here. And then I'll end up going around there. But we'll see how that goes. And then after a while, I moved away from this position and put a couple units here, and then, yeah, started to flank around back. But I'll catch some resistance along the way. Yeah, it might be a little while until the combat starts, because we were taking it slow and steady.
This building has fallen to the enemy!
First building fallen. See all the French units marching their way into the town. He has a general staff here. So, I have my first line of foot set up. And I have these couple of units in here. Have one going there. And eventually I'll bring couple back to put as reserve and put another one up on the hill for later. And you can see I have these 3 units in reserve. Or I just haven't made up my mind yet on what I'm doing with them. But all of my light foot came over here. See, I'm setting up the line. But this flank isn't going to be too formidable. And there's not going to be any combat in this area. Couple young guard. Ugh. Yeah. He's going to start making a line here. Then I'll be slowly making my units way over here.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Another building. Eventually, he's going to pretty much occupy all of the buildings. I'm pretty sure he did. But, yeah, here's the start of the line. He's moving up to this building. It looks like he's creating another line. This is all based on fast forwarding right now. Not to keep it too boring. I want to at least skip it up
to the enemy.
the combat. Which, like I said, is going to take a while. So you can see I have some foot running to this flank, which they will be fired upon from this building. And I guess I'll unpause it, because they were idiotic enough to run past the building as they were going to this position. So, they will take a couple casualties here in a second. They have a good view of my troops right now. And there they go. There's the first combat, just to be said. As I remember, all but his chasseurs went in the buildings. Chasseurs. Yeah. It's unfortunate. Won't be able to hold the buildings if I bring enough force. These are still firing on my guys. A couple of casualties, as you can see along the way. Unfortunately. Wish there wasn't, but well, my troops just being a bit idiotic decided to make their way through the town. You see I'm kind of making a bit of a line here to block it off. I have 2 units in reserve. I think I'm eventually going to take her on the flank too. And I guess I'll fast forward a bit more. Where's that foot going? Oh yeah, I was gonna bring that unit around here. See, there's Fusilier of line. Oh yeah, he's lining up a line. Ugh. Oh, I think there's combat start over here. Oh yeah, there was just a random volley of somehow they hit my light foot from inside that building, and I'm pretty sure they were out of range. But there should be some combat here. My light shut. My light foot. Yeah, that's what I thought would open fire on the young guard. Yeah, the young guard did take a few losses. Lost about 12. Fortunate for them. Well, that was a random stray bolt that just hit the other one. I just saw that happen. This poor guy. Oh, and this is when I started moving up my line. So I knew this would take too long to get started, so that's when I started to move up my line. I think I do eventually move these guys up too. I forget what I do with these 2 foot units. Yeah, these guys just go right here. I think there's gonna be. Oh yeah, I think he's gonna press an attack. A few dead in the trees, completely forgotten about. And then the 3 losses. And I think I move up my men. Then here's this flanking maneuver that I was talking about earlier, where I move my light foot around the flank behind them, facing through the tree. Fine with me. He's kind of got a line set up to where he can kind of protect his back, but it's not going to help him much, as we'll see in a bit. Yeah, here's where I start moving up this line. Try to press an attack on this side. That's why I kind of have these 2 foots sitting over here for any reinforcement needed. So the kind of combat is kind of stopped at the moment. Oh, never mind, it's kind of restarted. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's where this engagement starts. Obviously they're not out of range. Well, actually they might be. Oh no, they're not firing, so they must just barely be out of range. That's when I move them up. So this is the real first attack of the battle. I think I'm going up against a Fusilier, another Fusilier. I did take about 3 losses before they started to fire, and and they just got annihilated with one volley. 10, 15 losses. That was from 2 units, I guess you could say. As this unit will falter soon enough, the building continues fire in every direction as I move this line up to attack on the flank, and then this unit should move up here shortly. And then I'm not gonna notice something in a second, that eventually will move a couple units to come attack me on this flank, and I will not have noticed until the last second and press my attack with the foot. The Foot Clan. So I'm gonna try to eliminate the flank of these Fusiliers, but my guys are gonna mainly focus on the building, but I think the other unit's going to, yeah, focus its fire on this Fusilier line. Oh yeah, that's how it was. They were hidden, and I didn't notice until I noticed that my light foot were taking losses over here. Or at least they reappeared on my map, and I had a successful look around. Is this unit, is getting a bit low in numbers, gonna rout here shortly? I guess we should go focus on the other pressing matter of this flank. They're charging, and this is both of his young guard units charging me. My light foot get a volley off, and then I retreat them behind the line and let the foot take care of the young guard, which they're not going to last too long. They're going to rout, but either way. This Fusilier of line just gets cuts up from the flank. So there's a couple of fronts right now in attack mode, not too many. This random foot unit. This Fusilier, pretty much done for. And then the melee combat over here, the Young Guard are obviously winning in melee against my unit. Not too much, but they are winning. Actually, no, my men are a bit.
Our men are running.
But they rout anyway for morale. So there's about 85 of them left. My light foot are probably gonna get charged again. And then I don't know what's gonna happen there. And then we got charged here by Grenadier of Line. I'm pretty sure we got hit by grenades a couple of times over here. Or we will later in the battle. So at this point the combat's ended, but unfortunately this unit's gonna get kept on getting cut up by this building, and I will not notice. And I think I kind of forgot about this unit because it's not firing nor is it in combat.
Our men are running, sir.
And this foot is going to come back, I believe. And then my men, right after the enemy rout, they rout. I believe that they'll come back. I don't remember specifically. But these are the main 2 fronts right now. So over there, right here. Oh yeah, they did come back. So as I have this foot continuing to press on these ones, that they won't probably come back. Now this unit's still going to cause me problems. But they're going to get cut up by my light foot on their way to attack. Though I still think they're going to get a charge off. So I kind of forgot about the foot unit there for a second. So my light foot will be charged. But in the way of the British. And they kind of pressed a bit forward up here. So this front is now beginning the attack. This Swiss foot has already lost 20 men. See, the carnage already exists over here. Probably at least 50, maybe 100 men in that pile. Okay, about the same here. So basically a lot of areas have already been cut up really bad. And this random Grenadier of Line that made this unit rout came back. Another pile of bodies due to the Grenadiers of Line. And this unit's still going strong. I think it's about to be grenaded. Yep, grenaded. But that won't do too much damage to them. Didn't even really drop their unit numbers. Only dropped them by about 2. Then I kind of press forward here. But this unit's gonna get cut up by this young guard. She isn't even firing. Not even firing. Hello. Either way. So this unit's doing fine right now. These are pretty much the only few units that are really in combat right now. I've basically encircled him already before the battle's even probably halfway over. He still has a lot of forces left. Does not mean he could come back. I'm not gonna tell you. But my foot keeps on getting...
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Another building lost. My unit keeps on getting grenaded by this grenadier of line. These Chasseurs just keep on eating up my numbers. And this young guard continues to fall, even though it's for some reason not firing, and it should be in perfect range. And then this is where this building's gonna come into play. The Swiss foot's gonna quickly cut up this line, and then he kind of pressed forward, so this unit started firing on the flank of this Swiss foot. Well, I still have a good flanking force over here. It is a bit depleted, but it will get the job done, as I want to march them forward to prepare to attack. And charge this building against Chasseurs against foot in melee. Obviously, the foot are going to win. And then we got charged in this little woodland, and they routed. So the Grenadiers of Line routed my foot. And then what did I do? Oh, I'm trying to extend the line. I brought that unit from there and sidelined it against this young guard. And for some reason, I think he may have accidentally took it out and fire at will mode, because they aren't firing. They look like they're about to fire, but they're not firing. So I don't know what happened there. That's a nice pile of Swiss foot. Until they just got basically outfired on the flank. They still have these 4 units just sitting here in auxiliary, just waiting for the numbers to decrease a bit. Then that random unit that came back, slowly walking toward where I put it, which was right there. But yes, we're about to take this building. There goes the Grenadier of Line. And then the Chasseurs are about to rout.
We've taken a building, sir.
There they go. And then this Grenadier of Line is going to begin to flank on the side of this foot unit, as one of his young guard are about to drop from the battlefield. And I'm going to exist in a minute. That unit finally routed. As I said, that building was going to become a problem. So I pressed up on this flank, and here goes this attack. The main part of the battle right here is this flank. And then I think I begin to press up these light foot, begin to attack, and then I'll attack that building. Not for a little bit though. As he still has some Swiss foot ready for my attack over here, and those Chasseurs just began to fire at me in the woods. And my foot just got hit with some more grenades, but they're gonna outshoot that Grenadier unit. And they might beat him at melee. I think they're going to, but their morale is dropping quickly. As you can see, we basically won this flank for now. But I think this... Nope, it's still routed. Still routed. 48 men left. That Grenadier of Line still won that melee combat. So I just lost a perfectly good unit of like 120 men to a Grenadier unit who actually took out at least 20 men with that grenade volley, which usually doesn't happen. As you can see, one of my units came back, which I won't notice for a little while. And they actually routed one of my units over here. About 53 men left. And this is when I pressed up with these units, a couple of fencibles to take this building.
This building has
and my light
to the
foot
enemy.
will begin to fire upon the Swiss foot or the building. Both work. Fire, my men, fire! I think I eventually tell them to attack, and that's when they they start firing. And you can see we've charged into this building. Most likely going to take it back. Yeah, oh, and then this unit came out of nowhere and charged me right in the back. But fortunately, I had a foot to cover the backs of this foot unit, but I can't. I don't know if, yeah, they're gonna live through the melee. So as a few of my units come out in shambles, I still have a lot of strong units to continue the battle. See melee combat in this building. Grenadiers of line are gonna follow. My guy just got stabbed in the stomach. It's 25 to 132. It's obvious who's going to win, especially at the power meter. So the Grenadiers of line pretty much have routed already.
We have taken a building.
Yeah, there you go. It was inevitable. So as I have a couple of lines, foot ready. So my light foot finally began to fire, and there goes a Swiss foot. So he's already his numbers are dwindling quickly. He has a good almost full line of young guard left. This young guard charged in that came back from routing from when it was over here. I still have a full unit of 160 a foot over here. 99 there. So whatever units I do have left, I do utilize. And then he has a full unit of Swiss foot right there. These chasseurs aren't much of a problem, really. And there goes a couple of his generals, staff forces. And then here comes the young guard and Swiss foot. And that was when my light foot began to unleash on them. As I began to form a bit of a flanking line here. Put some fire on the flanks. I think he's not going to charge the building, but he's going to charge. No, he's just going to reset. As you can see, I'm setting up my light foot to begin to attack, and then I'm going to have my foot units attack the building. And as we're about to defeat these young guard to keep the building, thank goodness. I don't know why we would have lost it. And then this stupid random Swiss foot still doing damage to this unit of foot. And then, yeah, my light foot got charged by this young guard. I don't think I noticed. So I think I'm going to lose a light foot in the matter. But this isn't so well over here. The Swiss foot are holding out plenty against Fencibles, obviously, but I'm pretty sure he charged in that unit to the building. Pretty sure we won it. Then we have this melee in the building. You can see mostly of what is left much of. My men charging in. Some of them made their way upstairs. Just got stabbed. One just fell out of the building, glitched.
Our men are running, sir.
I just lost a unit. Yep, my light foot. No, it must have been a fencible unit. I don't know why I lost the fence. Oh, yeah, because it was down to 60 something. But yeah, I'm finally setting up kind of a bit more of a better line. The young guard wanted to charge me, but didn't make it to the line. See, this building's fine. We're still being fired upon, but I don't know if they're hitting anything. And,
glorious victory, sir.
glorious victory, sir. Is this young guard is trying to keep the building with the Swiss foot. But the way this is looking, that these chasseurs are going to fall, though I just did lose a foot unit. Chasseurs are gone. I just killed the general. So yeah, this battle is basically over at this point. But he still has a couple of units left. The buildings are still in his name, so I have to take him out. Still got a little bit. These young guard are being formidable in these buildings, so I am going to charge this whole entire line in at him, I believe. But yeah, this last fencible unit is going to rout under the power of the Swiss foot and young guard. Yeah, I just lost the building. Took that building back. So he only has he has 3 buildings left. in about 4 units. And that's when I charged the lines of foot in. I was taking a few losses before we get there, but making the charge. As the power meter begins to turn to my favor after a 3rd unit begins to make its way in. $525 men in this building right now, as the numbers continue to steadily drop. He seemed to have left the building with his chasseurs, then went back in. As I'm sending this foot unit to come take the building, which is still gonna go with ease. As these Young Guard and Swiss foot fall under my foot units. There goes one. Which one was it? Yeah, of course it was the Swiss foot that routed first.
We've taken the building, sir.
And there we go. The Young Guard's gone. And then that's when the fire happened. And I randomly opened fire on the building, which makes sense. Whatever numbers are left. And then these chasseurs are about to lose this building. Is there quick? Yep, there they go. Well, they left the building. They're gonna quickly falter after they leave. As I charge them. Goodbye, chasseurs. Get blasted. Get wrecked. As yeah, they're in the dust. And there it goes. And then here's I charge huge blob of my men into the building. There they go against the Swiss foot. Oh, there goes one of them. There goes my one unit that was at full strength. And there they go. So, that is the end of the battle, you guys. I'll quickly show you the stats screen once it comes up. There you go. I deployed 2,904 men and lost 1,480. Killed 2,201 of them. And, he deployed 2,504, so I obviously outnumbered him by a couple of units. Or I just had the fencibles, I guess that could be said. And he lost 2,219, so pretty much all of his army was gone. Till this fencible unit got destroyed, but got the most, not the most kills, but a good amount of kills. This foot unit lost 98 and got probably the most kills. Yeah, it got the most kills. So, thanks you guys for watching. Subscribe for more Napoleon Total War multiplayer. And I will see you guys in the next recording. Peace.